Hello, 360 class. Throughout this course, I've learned a great deal about American entrepreneurship and American ingenuity. I had no idea that Americans were so ingenious when it came to business practices. There were so many men other than the founders who built this country up to what it is today. The railroad systems that stretch all the way out west was such a lucrative business that it created several prominent businessmen. Cornelius Vanderbilt owned the New York Central Railroad. He used the railroad to transport goods across the country. Vanderbilt would use his railroads to ship John D. Rockefeller's oil across the country. Rockefeller would try to make his petroleum products available to everybody, and he didn't like to waste the product. This led to Rockefeller's business becoming heavily dependent on research and development of petroleum products. With a fuel source that could be harnessed easily, called gasoline, Henry Ford was able to factory produce more affordable vehicles that could be bought by average Americans. Factories were starting to become optimized with new machinery. Andrew Carnegie would manage factories that were dedicated to the production of steel. Isaac Singer would dedicate his factories to the production of my favorite machine, the sewing machine. He revolutionized the way people sew, and that would eventually lead to the serger machine produced later on. Men like Frederick Taylor would help to optimize factories by researching what made employees work quicker and more efficiently. This would lead to workers getting paid more for better performance. That would lead to people having more money to use in the economy, where retail stores and grocery markets were starting to form and new automobiles were starting to come out. It was as if after the 1800s people started to progress by leaps and bounds. I had no idea that America was formed by these individuals or that they were connected to each other in such productive ways. I also didn't know how deeply religious Rockefeller was. It makes me think of the old proverb about being kind to the poor because Rockefeller gave up much of his wealth to the poor and needy. That would be in Proverbs 19:17. The wealth of knowledge for this post is from the book, chapters 4 through 8. Thank you for listening and watching.